Bitcoin is a unique asset that you can easily manage. If you choose to self-custody your Bitcoin, you can do so for about 1 basis point a year, provided you invest in quality hardware wallets and signing devices, and spend a day each year managing it. This gives you a secure asset with a potential lifespan of 10,000 years. Now consider what happens if you entrust your Bitcoin to AI. An AI or a computer program can maintain the private keys for just the cost of electricity, effectively turning Bitcoin into a 100,000-year asset. Given the choice between owning Bitcoin, a ranch in Texas, or a bar of gold, AIs will prefer Bitcoin for its longevity and minimal maintenance costs.
Bitcoin stands out as a unique and valuable asset, offering significant advantages in terms of custody and longevity. If you choose to self-custody your Bitcoin, you can do so efficiently and inexpensively. By investing in high-quality hardware wallets and signing devices, and dedicating just 1 day each year to managing it, you can secure your Bitcoin for about 1 basis point a year. This minimal effort and cost provide you with a robust asset that can last for up to 10,000 years. Now, imagine entrusting your Bitcoin to artificial intelligence. An AI or a computer program can maintain the private keys for merely the cost of electricity. This capability extends Bitcoin's potential lifespan to 100,000 years, far surpassing any traditional asset's longevity. AIs, with their ability to handle complex tasks and ensure security, will naturally prefer Bitcoin over other forms of wealth. Given the choice between owning Bitcoin, a ranch in Texas, or a bar of gold, AIs will likely opt for Bitcoin. The reasons are clear: Bitcoin's digital nature, minimal maintenance costs, and extraordinary longevity make it the superior choice. Unlike physical assets that require substantial upkeep and are subject to depreciation, Bitcoin's value is preserved through secure digital custody. As we move into an era where AI plays an increasingly prominent role, Bitcoin's attributes make it an ideal asset for long-term holding. The ability of AI to manage Bitcoin efficiently ensures that it remains a preferred store of value. This shift highlights the transformative potential of Bitcoin in the context of both human and AI asset management. Bitcoin's efficient self-custody, combined with its compatibility with AI management, positions it as an enduring and highly valuable asset. Its minimal maintenance costs and exceptional longevity make it a compelling choice, whether for individuals or advanced AI systems. As technology continues to evolve, Bitcoin's role as a premier store of value will only become more pronounced, offering unparalleled advantages in the digital age.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get our video notification. And like the video.
Digital assets are in a class all their own when it comes to capital preservation. Compared to traditional assets, which typically last 30 to 50 years, digital assets like Bitcoin exist in a realm of 1,000 to 100,000 years. This marks a significant breakthrough in capital preservation and represents a revolution in economics. If you aspire to be wealthy, trade wisely by following a simple principle: trade temporary assets for permanent ones. Start with something transient like an ice cream cone and trade up progressively from the peso to the dollar, from the dollar to land, and ultimately from land to Bitcoin. Trade currency for capital, something fragile for something resilient, something local for something global, something physical for something digital, security for a commodity, and a commodity for scarcity. This approach ensures you're moving in the right direction. Consider historical examples of great trades. The Dutch understood the value of naval power and ships, owning thousands of them. They made one of the most profitable trades in history by acquiring the best port in the New World for a few $100s worth of trinkets and textiles.
Digital assets like Bitcoin are in a class of their own when it comes to capital preservation. Unlike traditional assets, which typically last 30 to 50 years, digital assets exist in a realm of 1,000 to 100,000 years. This longevity marks a significant breakthrough in capital preservation and represents a revolution in economics. If you aspire to be wealthy, it's crucial to trade wisely by following a simple principle: trade temporary assets for permanent ones. Begin with something transient, like an ice cream cone, and trade up progressively from the peso to the dollar, from the dollar to land, and ultimately from land to Bitcoin. Trade currency for capital, something fragile for something resilient, something local for something global, something physical for something digital, security for a commodity, and a commodity for scarcity. This approach ensures you're moving in the right direction and solidifying your wealth. Consider historical examples of transformative trades. The Dutch, understanding the value of naval power, owned thousands of ships. They made one of the most profitable trades in history by acquiring the best port in the New World for a few $100s worth of trinkets and textiles. Similarly, Bitcoin offers a modern opportunity for a transformative trade, turning temporary and traditional assets into a durable and revolutionary form of capital. Digital assets are fundamentally different from all other forms of capital preservation. Their unprecedented longevity makes them superior to traditional assets that operate within the constraints of a few decades. By trading wisely and progressively upgrading the nature of your assets, you can secure and enhance your wealth in a way that aligns with the digital age. Trade temporary for permanent, fragile for resilient, local for global, and physical for digital. This strategy not only preserves but also grows your capital in an increasingly digital world. Bitcoin, with its unmatched longevity and revolutionary potential, represents the pinnacle of this strategic approach, offering unparalleled advantages for those who recognize its value and act accordingly.
Here's my macro Bitcoin forecast for the next 21 years, extending to 2045. I see two potential scenarios: a bear case and a bull case. However, my base case is that Bitcoin's annual growth rate will gradually decelerate from 55% to between 50% and 20%. This means it will eventually grow at about twice the rate of the SP index. At that rate, Bitcoin could reach $13 million per coin by 2045. In a bear case, it might be $3 million, while in a bull case, it could soar to $49 million. If Bitcoin reaches $13 million, it would represent about 7% of the world's assets. As for the rest of the asset landscape, I believe that AI and technology will revolutionize the tech sector, driving further transformations in capital allocation and economic structures. This shift will likely bolster Bitcoin's position as a pivotal asset in the global economy.
Here's my macro Bitcoin forecast for the next 21 years, extending to 2045. We can consider a bear case and a bull case, but let's focus on what I think is the most likely scenario. In this base case, Bitcoin's annual growth rate will gradually decelerate from its current 55% to somewhere between 50% and 20%. This means that Bitcoin's growth will eventually stabilize, growing at about twice the rate of the SP index. At this rate, Bitcoin could reach an astonishing $13 million per coin by 2045. In the bear case, it might be around $3 million, while in the bull case, it could soar to $49 million per coin. If Bitcoin hits that $13 million mark, it would represent roughly 7% of the world's assets. This projection underscores Bitcoin's potential as a transformative asset in the global financial landscape. As Bitcoin matures, its growth rate will naturally slow down, yet it will continue to outperform traditional asset classes like the SP 500. The deceleration of Bitcoin's growth is a sign of its increasing stability and acceptance as a mainstream asset. Beyond Bitcoin, I believe that AI and technology will play crucial roles in revolutionizing various sectors, including finance. As these technologies advance, they will drive significant changes in how we manage and allocate capital. This technological evolution will likely bolster Bitcoin's role as digital assets become more integrated into the broader economic framework. The increasing adoption of AI and other technological advancements will not only enhance efficiencies in various industries, but also support the growing acceptance and integration of Bitcoin into mainstream financial systems. This synergistic relationship between technological innovation and digital assets will pave the way for new opportunities and growth. My forecast for Bitcoin up to 2045 shows a path of steady but decelerating growth, leading to potentially high valuations. With Bitcoin possibly reaching $13 million per coin, it could capture a significant share of global assets. Simultaneously, the ongoing advancements in AI and technology will further revolutionize the tech sector and support Bitcoin's prominence in the global economy.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get our video notification. And like the video.